Rasmus had a really tough season. He did a lot of the heavy lifting, and when I say that, I'll just continue to go back because I don't care. I mean, people pick on this guy. He's been in an organization that essentially has not had a defensive system, and the players on the forward side of things have not been very good at defending. And when you have Rasmus Ristolainen lining up, not in the offensive zone, but in the defensive zone every single night against players like Patrice Bergeron, Brad Marchand, Pasternak, the Nate McKinnon, and, all these players, each and every night, he's lining up against the very best, always taking defensive zone draws because we're not very good at offense, so we're always taking defensive zone draws, and that's where he's putting all this work in. He works like an absolute dog. And I'll tell you this, if he gets traded to another team, they are going to love him. They're going to die. I think they died and gone to heaven when they acquire Rasmus Ristolainen and bring him into an environment and a team that knows how to play collectively as defense. He has been on teams for so many years that has lacked offensive depth and high-end skill. I mean, yes, he's had some tough times here, but he is a player that should be the guy you talked with first, because
I think he's probably one of the players that a new coach would be most looking forward to working with, because there's so much there. There's the offense already; it's proven.
What do you think you have to work on the most with Rasmus Ristolainen going into his seventh year in the league?
And that's why I love having this conversation with you. So I'll throw the answer out there, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. And if I'm right, find me another one. But I think simplifying his game, and then again, that's like one of those layer things, right? Where it's like, well, that's kind of a blanket statement, and maybe that's not where your head's going. But I just think I look at a guy who can skate.
My head's not there.
Has size. He has skill. He is physical. Okay, and he works hard, and those are all things that you can't really teach.
Every team in the National Hockey League would love to get their hands on a player like Rasmus Ristolainen. That's 6'4". He's 220 pounds. He can skate. He can shoot. He's highly physical. You look at all of this package, and he is perfect. He's coming in at age 24. He's coming into his best years for the next 6 or 7 years. It usually takes defensemen to mature into their game in the National Hockey League. It takes them time.
5-6 years.
You are going to get the best hockey from Rasmus Ristolainen for the next 6 to 7 years, okay? I asked you, what's the first thing that you need and he needs to work on? And it has nothing to do with the game of hockey.
Ooh. So you're going deep.
Absolutely.
Well, that's why Ralph Kruger might be the
this,
perfect guy. Is it confidence?
It's his mind. It's his mind. You saw all the videos that came out of Rasmus Ristolainen and the work that young man put in last year in Finland. These guys in Finland know nothing else but to work. They never quit. Who won the World Championship this year?
Finland.
Who was on their team?
Finland.
They don't even know. There's no one on their team. All their stars didn't show up. They didn't even want to go. These are all no-name Finnish players that play in the Finnish Elite League, and they go and win the World Championship. How's that possible? They have 5 million people in the country. It's because of the way they're brought up and how they treat life. They never quit, those guys. Rasmus Ristolainen will never quit. But I'll tell you right now, the first thing that needs to be dealt with him is between the ears. Making sure that he is in the right frame of mind and knowing that he's got a coach and an organization that is backing him in every single way, and knowing that we are going to get out of this and we are going to move this team forward, and we need you.